Merry Christmas, guys. You're welcome again to Not Gen Z anymore. My name is KS, and
Jacinta.
see the way I set you up every time. And well, guys, we're very grateful for you guys watching this episode because I know it's a festive season, and if you're tuning in to watch us, then you must really love us. So thank you for making us part of your Christmas, and I hope you're enjoying yourself. Are you enjoying yourself this Christmas?
Yeah.
Have you done anything fun yet?
No.
You have plans?
No, we're just gonna cook, spend time with the
Yeah.
family.
That's necessary.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are, spending time with family as well because
What are you doing for Christmas?
Christmas I am watching you guys celebrate Christmas. I am just cheering you guys on with the celebration.
You're such a copycat.
Oh.
I had a sip and suddenly you're thirsty.
But guys, you guys should have fun. Send pictures, post pictures on Instagram, post videos because some of us would just be home watching all these videos and stuff like that.
We'll make it
Oh,
possible.
yeah. And if there's any party going on, please invite us. We'll definitely attend. And
Please don't invite me. I don't do parties for Christmas.
but Christmas has changed. Growing up, obviously the enthusiasm for Christmas has really died down for me.
Not me.
No, you?
Not me.
Why? You still get excited?
Yes, because I feel like it's a long year, like
Right.
especially this year. Like I'm always looking forward to that. Like when the year ends, I'm like, okay, whatever happened. Like it's a new one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so-
good. I mean, yeah, as a kid, you obviously, get presents and stuff like that. But now, you grow up and you have to be getting the presents. So it's not the same, but it's fun, obviously, for the reason is Christ being born. And so it's, we enjoy that. And also want to say thank you for sticking with us for 2 months. It's been amazing. And you guys are wonderful, wonderful viewers watching us from Ghana, especially. You guys,
yeah?
our
Most of them
our
are-
viewership is more in Ghana, so we appreciate you guys. God bless all of you, and we will see you guys in Ghana pretty soon, right? We're gonna go to Ghana though. I have to go to Ghana.
Really?
I miss Ghana. Absolutely, I have to go. To
I
Ghana
have been selling that to you forever, and now suddenly,
Hey, Ghana. Meba. All right, guys. So since it's been a really long year, we've just been thinking about what exactly has been the common theme when it comes to, Gigi and I, obviously. And I think we just, always end up talking about how, stressful and how long this year has been for us as young adults. And so today's topic is about what we do to, alleviate these stress and also these, rough years. And
yeah.
most people, my generation, will point to therapy. And I personally don't believe in therapy
Why?
at all. I think therapy is
it's
a
a
scam.
scam?
Is a
See, there are people like him that think, oh, please.
I think therapy is created by the white man to make money. So
My
I
God.
think therapy is a scam. That's just what I believe. But
Yeah,
obviously,
we're doomed. We're doomed.
obviously, I would love to hear why Gigi thinks otherwise. But for me, the topic today is therapy a real thing or is just like a social trend for you? What do you think it is?
Why do you even think it's a social trend in the
I
first
think
place?
it's just become language now. It's just become a jargon these days. Like people would want to go to therapy just because they want to say they have been. I think it's Game of Thrones all over again, where
Really?
where people just watch it because someone is watching it and stuff like that. But have you
If
been
that
have you
was
been in
the-
therapy?
I have, but I didn't even know it was therapy at that point. In law school, I had a lot going on, like in my personal life, family, like that's everything.
Right.
And then I was combining that with law school and everything. So I spoke to someone, and he's like, "Oh, I have this person that I talk to when things like these happen, and you should talk to her and see,
Right.
if that like." So yeah, I went in, spoke to her and everything, and she grabbed her book and everything, and she's like, "Yeah, you don't look like you're going through all of these things and da 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 da." At that time, honestly, I just thought I was talking to someone to help me,
Right.
figure out how to find a solution to whatever was going on. But yeah, years forward and everything, and then I talk to people like, "Oh yeah, I went to therapy." Then I'm like, "Oh,
That's what therapy was.
That's what it was." But since then, I haven't. But that doesn't mean I haven't, not because I don't believe in it, but because I figured out it was
Did it
just-
help at
It
that
was
time?
talking to people.
Did it help that time? Honestly, did it
I
like take away
I
everything?
think in the moment, talking to someone about it helped. But
Right.
as to, the tips and everything, I feel like I had already read. I knew what I had to do.
Okay. So it didn't help.
No, I'm not saying that.
That's the question I'm asking.
I'm
Did it help?
saying it did
Okay.
because I had someone to talk to. And also, she recommended, people in the faculty that I could go talk
Right.
to openly about what was going on. And they, told me, hey, because I had just returned back to Ghana and like, oh, you can do this, do that. And then I think it helped with the whole ease into law school and everything. So she didn't directly, but she
Right.
steered me towards someone who could.
Well, listen, when they say therapy is like medicinal, right? Like it's supposed to be a drug that you take to help you. If it doesn't do 50% of the work, I don't believe in it. And for me, the reason why I don't believe in therapy is because like um it's just because I feel like if it's time bound, if you give me like, oh, we're gonna have this as many sessions, and I feel like you should be fine after that, then I don't understand why it has to be broken down into so many sessions for me to feel okay. Because what I'm thinking is, if you are my doctor, right, and you think I need X amount of talking to be fine, why do you break it in so many sessions? Because then I'm going through what I'm going through.
Because it's the same reason why when we go to school and they know we're gonna teach you science, they don't
Right.
give us all the information.
No, but this is the case where people give you the sessions based on how much you can afford, by the way.
No, but I think it's the same with school. Like, whatever you're learning,
Right.
they have even like certification courses. Google has, a 1 month period that's 12 months.
Right.
That's information.
So you're
but
saying
you
that-
also do like a whole thing that's like $200.
So if you have
something.
money, you're saying if you have money like education, you can get it quicker, right?
That's what I'm
So
saying.
you're saying if I'm broke, right, and I go for a cheaper
saying that.
wait. If I go for a cheaper therapist, it would take longer for me.
No, that's
I'm
not
confused.
it.
You guys gotta explain it to me, right?
That is not it. I cannot explain the price and the
Right.
value because I'm not a therapist.
You didn't pay.
But all I'm saying, no, I didn't.
Okay.
She
But
actually
therapy
just
is like it's not free though. You pay the
no,
psychologist.
no,
right?
not all of them.
I mean the ones in school are free, obviously. School counsel and all
even
that.
not in school.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Even worse.
What? Better me. There are a lot of options. I think people also I think it's more, evident in this part of the country.
Right.
Because people don't have people to talk to. People are
Absolutely.
living alone. Because for me, I think the whole idea about it is having someone to talk to.
Okay.
There are certain things that people cannot talk to their friends about or their family or their, their colleagues. And then it helps talking to some random person who's not going to judge you, who happens to know something about psychology, who could tell you, hey,
Right.
you're acting like this maybe because, your childhood. And then you're going to be, reflect about yourself and they're going to give you work to do, work on yourself. Why are you doing that?
I'm just listening. I think, and you're right about this part of the world. I think when you scream, "Oh, I don't believe in therapy" in America, it's like, "Oh, how? Like that's so
I think
wrong.
this
You need
happened.
therapy."
Like
and it's
I
like,
had someone that, he was one of the masculine people I knew, like everything. And then he said, oh, he was talking about something. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you're going through this. And then he said, yeah, on Fridays I do therapy. And it wasn't even intentional, but it took something, like the way I
Wow.
saw him, like it took something. I was
Why?
like, why did I think all of a sudden, like my first thought was like, no, but why does he need therapy? Like, and then
Right.
that was my first, reaction. Then I was like, you know what? Like maybe people need to talk to, and then there are people who are working through addictions and
Right.
everything. And
Yeah.
eventually I found out, like, he had maybe something like that. So
Right.
people are I feel like to you it's just like, why do you need to go talk to someone? But there are like professional parts of this that people are dealing with drugs, people are dealing with certain
That's
types
different,
of
though.
addiction.
That's
no,
different.
but you can't pick just one part.
But that's like
it's all
that's
therapy.
Yeah, but that's that's the thing about therapy is it comes in many forms. Like you're saying, like we have like a rehab therapy.
Which one do you think is a scam?
I think I think if you go to therapy because you're heartbroken, you're wasting money.
Okay, that's different.
If you go to therapy because like someone broke your heart or you.
No, but sometimes it's also because of the trauma that came with.
Good word. Now that's the thing. So
Why do you feel like this is stressing you
because
out?
I feel like we're using these words and not really understanding them. For me personally, I do not judge anyone that goes to therapy. There are people like you're saying that need to talk to somebody, but my problem with the whole therapy industry is
Industry.
because you got to pay someone to listen to you. Like, and I don't get that. I don't get the fact that people are not actually out there creating real friendships and talking to people rather than
But
paying
they
people.
are.
Why'd you
Do
pay
you
them?
know, no, listen. Do you know that the thing also is you talk to a friend, right? I'm going through this guy did that. And the next month, you're the next topic in the friends group.
Nah.
You know, people are not confidential. People can keep secrets. So people would rather go pay someone.
But that's a good reason.
And it's also a stranger. Like,
That's
you know,
an
I
absolutely
can come
good
tell you the worst thing possible. And they also have, you know, confident can talk.
I mean, that's
They
absolutely a
sign-
good reason. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like there are certain things like you could talk to someone about it, but do you trust this person?
I can take that. If you go to someone
I feel like that-
someone that hasn't signs an NDA with you and you tell them because you don't
Mm-hmm.
want that's absolutely a good reason to go to therapy. Mine is that a better reason to spend money to talk to somebody? Like,
Hey, I see that as investment.
okay. But my thing with therapy is the fact that you have to charge people and put them in sessions to get them to like, and then they have this thing where they say like,
These
oh,
people
he's
are
a
doing
great,
it for work.
oh, he's a great therapist. Like, oh, this is like, I recommend you to this guy.
And
He's
to
so
me,
great.
I think that's because the person is a good listener.
Oh my God.
Kelvin.
Guys, I'm a
some
great
people
listener,
cannot
by the
listen.
way. If you
He's
guys need
not.
therapy, if you guys need therapy, please
Please don't sign him up.
pay me half of what you pay for therapy. And I'll
He's
listen to
doing
you.
80% discount.
Nah, man.
No,
'Cause
but seriously.
it's so funny because I remember one time, one of my friends, I'd opened up about something that I had gone through when I was a kid, and he tells his mom, and I don't know why he did, and I know he knows himself, right? So he tells his mom, and one time I go to his house, and I had to spend like the night, and all of a sudden he leaves the room, and
The
for
mom
some reason, I
came
see
in.
some of the lights going off in the house. I'm like, what's going on? What's about to happen? So his mom walks in, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? So she comes to sit me down. She's like, my son, I heard what you're going through, and this is a card. Call this number. I'm like, what?
How old were you?
I was in uni, so probably like,
Oh.
yeah. So I was like, how did this become the
I mean,
solution
to
though?
him, he probably was like, you know, he's telling someone who could help.
And yeah,
But,
and I could see in her face,
you
she was
know,
so worried. Like she
worried,
could tell, like,
yeah.
you need help. Like, I know it's so sad. Like, I've seen people go down this road.
God can do it.
And I'm like, why would a number save that? Like, I have gone through this particular
'cause,
thing since I was a
Calvin,
kid.
You
and-
have to also admit that people go to school for that. The same way we go to doctors with eye problems
Right.
and that. There are people who actually go to school to study, you know, the human behavior, how we
Absolutely,
act,
yeah.
certain reasons. So you could talk to someone, okay, they could give you advice, but there's someone who's been to school
Right.
experiencing that, and they could tell you this. Then you know they could hold you accountable. Okay, yeah, this is because you did this, but this is also because you have to do this. And I've seen people, you know, who come out of therapy and you know they're doing okay.
Fair. For me, guys, it's just the same reason. I just think, like, if it's about just talking to somebody who listen, you should try other people that would charge free and stuff like that. Like me, I will do it for free. Now, let's talk about what our generation goes to therapy for. Okay, so it's usually the same things I hear. ADHD,
What is ADHD?
attachment style. So ADHD are people who believe they have like some I don't want to say anything
No, I
bad, but
honestly, I think I have an idea, like, you know, people who cannot concentrate, but also,
Right.
like, what does that even mean?
like
Like-
they just feel like they just have like an attention deficit. That's what it means. Obviously, it means like I like attention deficit. They can't really pay attention to something. They're just like not too.
I feel like
concentrate
everyone
on
has
things.
that.
I didn't say that, guys. She said
What?
everyone has.
No, I'm
But-
just trying to understand the intensity of
So
it.
that's my problem. Is people are going to
You're such a sellout.
people are going to therapy because they believe they have ADHD. And I don't think it's wrong. But when did people actually realize this whole disorder? Like I started hearing about it from 2020. Maybe I might be ignorant, but I started really hearing about during the COVID time where TikTok comes in. Someone does a video,
Yeah.
talks about their ADHD, and
How did that person know?
I don't know. But people study, obviously. There's so many disorders, like, very neurological, like, disorders that people know. And so someone
Yeah.
said it. Then someone does another video. Oh, I think I have ADHD. And someone does another video. I have ADHD. And then now, everyone has ADHD.
I think it's the same. I don't want to say anything like
And
related to that, but I think it's the same analogy with I have a headache. What does headache means? My head is aching.
Right.
So someone said I have ADHD. Said, oh, what does it mean? Oh, I can't do this. Oh,
but then now we have
that.
people who are just bad listeners saying they have ADHD.
How do you know that?
Like,
Who
because
did
for me,
that?
because for me, honestly, sometimes, guys, you don't need therapy because you're you're wrongfully diagnosing yourself. Because ADHD is such like it's very
Also, here they're gonna put you on pills and stuff.
like it's an
you
actual
know,
disorder
when
though.
honestly, you probably didn't even need it.
And so if you read a definition of something, like let's just say something, if something means red and hot, it doesn't necessarily mean pepper all the time. It's like people read a definition of something and then they say, oh, and that's it. Then this is what I'm going through. Yeah, it's like, and I think that's what Gen Zs are doing. Most Gen Zs are doing.
Oh, Kelvin, no.
And another thing they keep saying is I have attachments like problems. Like people say they get too attached to something, they need therapy because they can't detach themselves from like people.
Like an addiction, or what do you mean?
No, just attachment. Like they just have an attachment problem. Like when they are with somebody, they always feel like they have to be with the person the whole time, and then they don't want to leave the person, and that's their problem. And I'm just saying, listen, guys, I'm not saying, I'm reading off what.
No,
listen,
he is.
I'm reading off what is like the normal problems that Gen Zs go to therapy for. And the first one is ADHD these days. And
Kelvin, if you're not going through any of these problems, you can't be talking
I
about
can say
it.
I'm probably ADHD, but if you're boring, then I'll be ADHD for you for fact. But then it's like, I want people to come out with like a doctor's note. Hey, this is what I did. I had a like neurologic experiment on my mind, and this is what came out.
Please have a note in your bag or whatever, and whenever you talk about having it, you're like, yeah, I got a note. Okay.
And also, I'm not saying you guys don't. If you have ADHD, you have it. Please, I cannot take that from you. But I'm just saying, like, we have a phenomenon now that people are self-diagnosing themselves and trying to go to therapy to say they've been to therapy. Because your favorite artist went to therapy.
Oh, do you know
your favorite influencer is doing therapy?
The worst part of it is, I feel like our generation also, like, people try to, when they do something wrong and then you call them out, it's like, I know I have this.
Yeah, it's my
and
this.
it's also reflecting in like our corporate, someone, I don't want to even like, there are certain ages of people, like you work with them in corporate and then, there was like a whole millennial thing talking about how Gen Zs, when they make mistakes and then you call them out, like, it's like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I just have ADHD, so it makes me.
Yes, guys.
Girl.
That's not. It's not helping.
Girl.
My thing is, it's just like self-diagnosis.
I get, some people seriously do have it.
Absolutely.
But at the point where you're trying to not be responsible and acting like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't do this. I'm sorry I couldn't send that email. I'm sorry I didn't do this because I have ADHD.
Yes.
Please.
Don't use these things as an excuse, by the way.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going on. And if you have like a problem because you read the meaning and it feels like something you're feeling, doesn't necessarily mean that's what you feel, guys.
Yeah, and I also think it's not even a good thing to self-diagnose yourself with, like, go see a doctor. And I'm not saying, there are people who honestly, in corporate and everything, you could see that because of their, ADHD, it shows in the way they act, and, we give you grace for that and
Absolutely,
all of that.
yeah.
But I'm saying the point where it becomes a problem is when you're always making excuses for the things you're supposed to do and you're not doing it. And like, I'm sorry, I have ADHD. That's the problem.
Also, guys, trauma means a very serious thing. Like,
What does it mean?
trauma is a big word for me. Okay, I also have some knowledge in linguistics, so I understand some meanings of certain words. The word trauma, it means a lot of things. When you have an accident, right, and they said you have you have like suffered a trauma, it means that you've suffered something that will probably stay with you for a longer time. That's what trauma means, right? So trauma is not. It's like if I had an accident and I break a finger, and the finger will take a long time to heal. That becomes my trauma for a while, right?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
The physical thing?
It not just so that's the thing.
Okay.
A physical thing can be called trauma, but then an
Okay.
emotional thing can be called trauma because trauma is basically something that is taking longer to heal. Basically, that's what it means, right? And so when people use the word trauma for something that can go next week,
What do you mean? Like what?
let me give you an example, right?
Please do.
There are people that go into an Uber ride and maybe the Uber just takes a really sharp curve and like they almost get an accident. And they're like, oh, I'm so traumatized. I can never take an Uber again. What happened to me?
No. Maybe it's
Nah.
not gonna heal that moment. Maybe they're
Nah.
talking about,
You're
know,
letting it not
you're-
heal that moment.
You're not. What do you mean you're not
It's
letting it?
normal to almost get an accident in a car. Guys, let's be
Kelvin,
real.
It might be normal for you, but
Aye.
someone, please, it could be normal for you, but the person is gonna there are people who have experiences in cars that never allowed them to drive ever
Right.
because they were scared. That's trauma. You think it was nothing, but to them, it sparked a certain.
If someone
type
gets
of
an accident,
fear.
right, and gets an accident, and they have and they lose somebody in their accident, right? They can. I'm not saying they have the only right, but they have more right to be traumatized about sitting in a car.
He said that. I didn't.
If you're in a car
Kevin is talking about who has right.
and you probably bump
He's
into
talking
another
about who
car's
has
bumper,
right to get
I
traumatized.
said more right. I never said only right. But then listen, mine is I'm just helping you guys and everybody. I think I think that we should not see the overstatements of things all the time. It's like when you're traumatized by something, it has to be something that you're sure that it cannot go instantly. Because what is happening is Gen Zs are spending money and all their insurance going through therapy, and you're spending money on things that I feel like you don't need like therapy for. But you read someone on TikTok or you saw someone on TikTok do a video about going to therapy for trauma. And it might be the same thing like you're saying. Someone might have the same accident that you had and they needed therapy, but it doesn't mean you need therapy, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
I
be
agree
honest with
with
you.
that.
It's like you cannot just base off, okay, this person wanted therapy and
So then automatically
I have to go.
that.
Like when you
No.
break up with somebody and your friend went to therapy to get better, it doesn't mean you will get better though. Like it's different people all together. So like I said, do not let therapy become a trend for you. And I think that's what's happening. And it's not because people want to be in therapy, it's because people are self-diagnosing themselves. And speaking from a Christian point of view, the more that you speak something upon yourself, the more it becomes. If you say you have ADHD, you will have it, honey. And you
He
have
said, "I promise you."
no,
you
you
have
will.
it.
And also, like, if you keep saying, "Oh, I'm traumatized," and that's another thing people try to put on me
No,
so
but
much.
yeah.
Like, there was just like, obviously, when you lose someone in your life, it takes a while to heal, which is normal. And sometimes you don't even have to heal from like the loss of somebody. It's okay to live knowing that you've lost somebody. There should be days where you mourn the
I feel
person.
like certain things make you human. It's just,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And I like this animation, which is the only animation I like, so don't even lie. There's this animation where the guy goes to like the land of the dead, and if they stop celebrating, you actually die in the land of the dead. It's a very common one.
What's the name?
I don't know, it's a Hispanic one.
Oh, I think I've watched it.
Yeah. And it's like every year, if they don't celebrate you,
Oh, is it Poco Loco?
yeah, that one. Yeah, and
we have to
and I
watch
like
it.
that. And I like that because it's like it makes sense that when people die, it's okay to mourn them.
How did you watch that? I'm
Nah,
curious.
it's just it's a long time. But I had to read the synopsis first. I'm like, oh, this is very interesting. And as a kid, you watch these things, and then when you grow, you get the meaning. Stop calling you remembering someone you've lost trauma. It's not. It's okay, right? For me, most people try to do that. Oh, I think you have trauma because you keep talking about this person, or I don't. I'm okay. It obviously, if it shapes you as a person for the bad, then I think this is a problem. But
That's also, I also think like a lot of us are not experienced or we're not emotionally intelligent. So we leave it to these therapists, for them to do that. Because what you're saying right now, is true and valid, but someone would not hear that from a friend or a family and all of that. They will go into therapy and then have them tell them that, which will help.
For how
and then it's
much?
like, it was good. So I also feel like it's not even just about people diagnosing themselves. I also feel like we as people around people should also do better, you know?
True. Guys, I also think that science has not reached the point where it can read your feelings and read what you think. Absolutely not.
It's not the science though.
Science is not reached. That's what I'm saying. Like, people are taking therapy. You know, doctors.
They even prescribe pills
That's
now.
what I'm saying. And even doctors even prescribe therapy for people. Like, they say, oh, go speak to this person. But I'm just saying that that has become the medicine for when doctors or science cannot prove what's going on with you emotionally. But I'm just saying, science, even in itself, cannot prove what is inside you. So they prescribe talking to somebody that, oh, hey, this medicine won't fix this because we're putting you on antidepressants, we're putting you on this. It doesn't seem to work. So try therapy. But my thing is, they push you there to make more money for the science industry because
Oh, don't say that.
absolutely, because they're all doctors at the end of the day.
No,
But
but
what they have to push you to is save money, take a beautiful trip to Switzerland, watch the sunrise and the sunfall, go to Norway, watch the
the thing
watch the
is
northern lights.
that could do something for
That will
you.
heal you, bro. That will heal me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some people that wouldn't.
So you'd rather
and some people
listen
go
to
to talk to people to find out what could heal them. Because at the end of the day, we grew up with all this internet and everything. People don't even take time to know themselves. So they don't even know what they like, what kind of things, heals them and everything. So it's also through therapy that people get these. So I feel like
maybe I don't
every
even
time
have
do it
like
down, I
good
think.
movies to show that therapy actually works. All the movies that I know that like therapy, like there's therapy scenes. Either the client falls in love with the therapist or ends up killing them or ends up some weird stuff. Guys, I do believe in speaking to somebody though. Don't get me wrong. I just don't believe in paying money to be listened to. Next thing we want to talk about is therapy should not be used as an excuse. Now, there's so many people going around hurting people and blaming it on trauma and blaming on certain things.
That is not right.
That is not right. Don't say that. Oh, I'm going through therapy, so like, wait, when I'm done, I'll be fine. Or I know this is my attitude, but I'm going through therapy, guys. Come on, listen. Then that means you're not.
You're not in. That's the thing.
And it's not helping,
People
isn't
go
it?
to therapy to get better. So if you're in therapy and something is happening, you're not taking accountability and you're saying,
That's my trauma.
That's my trauma. Then you're not working on yourself. Then you might as well just stay at home.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure that your therapist is probably telling you,
Yeah.
before you do this,
And I learned this the hard way. Honestly, like when I was younger, I used to have this excuse all the time for like detaching. And I didn't need therapy to tell me that. I needed one person to tell me that stop using this as an excuse. And
See, that's what I'm saying. You had that person,
No,
but a
but-
lot of people don't.
it's just free though.
No, you're just
Mine
concerned
is
about
just
the free
free.
part.
Like I had somebody just look at me and say,
You
listen,
were lucky to have that person, but I'm saying some people don't.
I'm that person now, guys. If you don't, I'm that person for you. My thing is, it's just like, it's just like that. Remember that there's so many people in other countries, other parts of the world who don't even have money to go to therapy, but they do other things. They find therapeutic things. For me, I said on this podcast many times, music does it for me. Some will call it suppressing, but what therapy does is also suppress. It does not heal. There's no.
Joven, you don't know that. I don't want you to
You've
say,
been to therapy, and I
I
asked
don't
you
want you to
when
say
this
things
podcast
based
started.
on, what you think. Because, people are actually, these are professions that people,
If therapy
They make
takes
people
everything
get better.
away, then that's good. But then there's no statistic to show that.
when you go
It
to
does.
Switzerland and have the trip that you think is going to heal you, it's not going to take everything
And
away.
that's the thing about
It's the
life.
same with
it's
therapy.
still gonna come back. If you go to therapy for trauma because you lost someone,
It's a gradual
you can lose
process.
another person another time.
They help you through it.
Huh?
That's what I'm
So
saying.
if you lose somebody right now, you go to therapy for it, and you lose someone, you're gonna go back to therapy for it.
No.
Why?
If you need to, then you will. But if you don't, maybe when you lost the first person,
You apply the same things.
they taught you how to. That's what I'm saying. People don't know how to maneuver their feelings and all of that. And therapy is not just, sitting to talk to people. They talk to you to find out about, what's going on, how this made you feel. And trust me, a lot of people do not know how they feel, how their actions, how people's actions. And it's through these that you know how to. I feel like you're just waiting for me to Finish and
No,
say something
because
worse.
honestly, the true reason why I don't believe in therapy is because I believe, and I always don't want to sound a certain kind of way on this
Oh,
podcast,
you
because
are
I
getting there.
believe in Jesus Christ. That's just my reason.
We all do.
And everybody that knows me knows that every time I speak on therapy is because I say that I would rather pray. I would always
That
rather
is
pray.
valid.
I always rather pray
That is valid.
because one person that I know, and I don't want to say about, hey, it's Christmas. One person that I know that will not snitch is Jesus Christ.
True. Because you know another thing, I don't know about other places. I found out that here, when you go talk to a therapist,
Yeah.
they put it on your record.
Yeah, and they can give it to the
And
next
some
doctor. Yeah.
people, no, it's not even about that. I had a colleague, like, talking about, I think she was going to try to do something. They're like, oh, we found out that you went to therapy this time. Is everything okay? And I'm like, why does this organization know you went to therapy? I feel like that is not,
I mean, by law, your therapist can say that you are a patient, but they cannot say what you've said. So they can say that, yes, I
it's
have.
not even about what you said. But when people hear you've gone to therapy and you're trying to
It gives a certain vibe, yeah.
you're trying to get into a certain organization, they just assume that what could it be, And I don't agree with that, honestly, because like, why are you telling other people that?
Yeah. I think for me, there's so many therapeutical things. Like the talking to a therapist is just one part of it. There's you guys probably heard like like wellness before, wellness therapy,
Journaling,
the going to the gym.
praying.
Yeah, there's so many things you can try. So what you see on the internet is just what the people on the internet can't afford and can't do. Trust me, guys. If you step out one day and you go to a park. Some countries don't have parks, but if you go to like a place where people are seated,
What country does not have a park?
like a park where you just sit down and just talk and just like chill.
Yeah.
My country doesn't, bro.
Have you been to a brie?
I say agree. Guys, there are people that just sit down in the sun and read a book, and that's their therapy. There are people that play football every single day because that's their therapy. There are people who are lifting weights because that's their therapy. If you step off the internet, you will find so many ways you can heal that
And I
that
think
problem.
what you're trying to say is, do not try to live the reality of someone
Absolutely.
else because the person is someone you look up to or someone you admire. How about, trying other things? And the fact that something worked for someone on the internet does not mean, oh yeah, that must be it for me. It could
Totally.
not. People go into therapy, spend thousands of dollars and nothing.
come out the same, come out worse.
Yes. So, before you do that, make sure, it's something you actually want to do and you're ready to heal and find other things that can actually heal you.
I think you can heal without professional therapy. That's just what I think that's what I should have said. I think I've waited too long to say that. But you can heal without professional therapy. I think there's so many things, like boys, some of my boys will agree. If we get on like a PlayStation and we all connected, we play FIFA clubs, there's nothing more fun than that. There's nothing more therapeutic than that. I will not trade that to listen to somebody tell me what they think about me. Absolutely not. Not because I don't believe that, because I don't think that's my therapy.
Exactly. I think that's what it should be.
Your therapy could be going for like professional, whatever, but I'm just saying you can get it for free with me. So please,
I was so
don't waste
attentive,
money.
trying to listen.
Don't waste money. I'll listen for free, guys. Listen, I might tell a few people, but
no.
I'll make sure there are people you don't know at the end of the day. But please, let's just like, let's just avoid the trends, okay? Because trends are very risky, and it's risky because, again, trend means it's like, a while. It means it's gonna go again, and it's just something that is in.
No, but it's not even just about, therapy and everything. Guys, stop doing things just because it's a trend. Like, I find that to be very, problematic.
There's so many words people use they don't understand because of TikTok, and it stresses me out way too much. Way too much. Like, this and that. Oh,
the
I have
trends
this.
is getting
Yes.
getting too much.
The
at
people
this
that use the
point.
word demure for years and never understand what it was.
They're mindful.
Yeah.
Very demure. People are
I had
just
someone
using
tell me
that.
one time, like, oh, like I like my food demure. I'm like, what the hell are you
What?
saying?
You're
What? What does it mean?
do not overdo it,
And
guys.
it's something like Gigi would say.
What?
She likes her food demure.
Oh no!
Why?
Never.
Guys, let's stay off TikTok, okay? You stay off TikTok and just come to the real world go to Pinterest, see people actually doing crafty stuff. Like, see how much people are put into like.
Last year, the beginning of last year, I had this whole thing I was doing, getting to know yourself, because I think the whole idea, like, the things we've known growing up are things that, we've been taught.
Right.
And then when you get to a certain point, you're listening to people you look up to.
Right.
But, I feel like there should be a line where you actually sit down with yourself and, what do you want? What
Absolutely.
kind of things, what kind of values and everything.
Yeah.
I feel like we always fail at doing that, trying to find out what works for us, what we want to think, and not what the internet is saying, So
Yeah.
I feel like everyone should have that.
And please, you don't have ADHD. Please, you don't. You're just people are just boring around you. Like the things around you is just boring. So if you just have an attention,
How about people talking to Chat GPT too?
Hey, talk to Chat GPT. Then talk to like a therapist. It's free.
Kelvin, it's just
free.
about the money for you.
No,
That makes it sad.
It's not even just about the money. It's just about the fact that I don't even come from a place where therapy is a thing and people are fine. Like the number of suicides here where therapy is a thing is greater than the number of suicides in places that don't have it. I'm not saying that obviously like therapy wouldn't help
People are
suicides.
not allowed to talk about it there.
They are. And they talk about it with some alomo bitters. They talk about it.
Oh, so alcohol.
No, I said bitters. How do you say alcohol?
What is that?
Bitters is not. Why are you looking at this
Yes,
like
it
this?
is.
Guys, choose something fun. Go out with your girls. Like you.
No,
like,
but truly,
just have fun,
I also feel
bro.
like have a sisterhood, have people you can talk to, go do stuff with. Have a good. That's another thing about here.
And
I
talk
don't
to your
think,
boyfriends
I
and
don't think-
girlfriends.
yeah,
People
I
don't
think
talk
they
to their
have-
partners anymore.
I don't think they have like a good family system.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a kid who wasn't. Oh, I haven't spoken to my mom for years. I haven't spoken to my family. Oh, I moved out. I never spoke.
Yeah.
But we have that. So that's why you can talk to your parents. You can talk to your friends. I can talk.
Guys, Gigi failed to convince me about why therapy is necessary. Trust me, I've seen so many people talk about therapy and they're good. I watched a whole documentary about therapy being good and stuff like that. But then again, at the end of the documentary, I even listened to Kendrick Lamar talk about therapy so many times last year and how it was good for him and his family. I believe that to some people, it's their medicine. I think
It's subjective. Is what you're
absolutely.
saying.
All I'm saying is
Yeah.
like, don't fall for the gimmick. Therapy is a rich man's
Call it
drug.
that. Don't say that.
Therapy is a rich man's
I
drug.
think a better
For
way to
us,
say is like,
let's
no.
go play football, guys.
Stop
Let's go
it.
dance in the snow. Let's meet at a pub.
would
Let's
love
have
to dance in
fun.
the snow.
Like let's do something that is outside. Like we can't afford therapy. I saw a therapist what you call it, their rates, and he charges it like $1,500 an hour. These are what people are
That's
affording.
insane.
Yes, and I'm like, what would you even say to me that would
That's
cost
insane.
that much? I'm like, I'm not even paying that.
Guys, like I feel
Jesus takes $0.
no, seriously, try praying.
Absolutely. Try praying, and Jesus takes 0. Kelvin takes $10. Choose one.
Jesus takes nothing.
But guys, for me, whatever you're going through, if therapy works for you, please go come and tell me. If it helped, I'll follow you. If it helps, if it doesn't,
You find something that works for you.
absolutely. And also, like, try something that is free first. Try something that you wouldn't have to pay first. Because imagine going to therapy and paying all that money, it doesn't work.
Guys, and also I just want to make it clear that we're talking about, certain things. If you have an addiction and, these serious stuff, go talk to people,
Yeah.
We're not talking about things like that,
Yeah. If you are like suicidal, if you're like
those are
if you have like tendencies like
Yeah.
evil, please
or
do.
you want to crash someone and all
Please
that.
don't
But
even- please-
we're talking about, if you just had a breakup,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
someone
yeah.
was not
If you're
talking to
actually
you, stuff
crazy,
minimal stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
If-
not,
If you want to
suicidal.
do something bad to somebody and you feel like you're getting the edge, just
Please
I know a
talk to
therapist that
someone.
will just help. Just call 911. Just say that you want to talk to somebody, and they should just
I
listen
thought
to
you were
you.
being serious,
No, I'm
guys.
serious.
This is very serious.
But guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. We're so grateful that you guys stayed to the end of the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
Please do.
Please do. And don't forget to also follow us on our social media. My name is Kelvin, and my Instagram is at kelvin.sgr. Twitter, King. I'll change it next year. Almost a few days to next year. So
I'm
what's
gonna
social
keep
media?
you. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah, I'll change that. Your social media. Oh, you're
Oh,
off it.
my name is Jacinta, Miss Jacinta.
Mm-hmm. Guys, don't follow. That's it. Don't follow. I said don't follow us, but I mean, follow our social media as well at NGZA podcast. And please just don't, watch the video. Please share with people. Just don't be
Yes.
selfish with our videos. We know you like watching us, but don't watch us alone, guys. Come
Send
on.
it to your friends. And some of you are following us on YouTube, but you're not following us on Instagram. Please go follow us on
Please
Instagram.
do that.
Let's keep connecting.
Yeah, we're so excited for the next year. We're hoping to bring more guests on the show. There's so much love you guys give Vivian, and we are so grateful. She's excited to come back again, and we'll have more topics here. Next year, we're going to do your topics, what you want us to talk about. So please engage with us on our social media. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas again and make sure you have fun.
Happy holidays.
Thank you. Bye.